Hi, and welcome to my continuation of my series of watching and reviewing a bunch of movies that I never seen before, and also my continuation of my series of watching and reviewing a bunch of movies franchise that I never seen before. So whether it be Hunger Games, Harry Potter, Pirates of the Caribbean, Rocky, Rambo, um, okay, so on and so forth. Okay, so throughout 2025, I'm trying to watch a bunch of movies and movie franchise that I've never seen before throughout 2025. Okay, so a few minutes ago on Netflix, I watched for the very first time The Wild Robot. Okay, because I never saw it last year in 2024. Okay, so um, so I decided I will go on Netflix and watch it. Okay, so um, it was directed by Chris Sanders, starring Pedro Pascal, Matt Berry, Mark Hamill, Catherine O'Hara, Lupa Long. Um, came out September 27th, 2024. 102 minutes, 78 million with the budget. They made 334.1 million. Okay, so I said DreamWorks Animation bought the screenplay before the first novel released in 2016. Sanders first encountered the original book, so his daughter and were offered opportunity to direct film adaptation at DreamWorks. The film visual used a watercolor inspired by classic Disney animation, a composer score, making his first score for a full-length animation. Development took 4 years on a budget of 78 million. Okay, The Wild Robot premiered at the 49th Toronto International Film Festival, September 8, 2024, and released in the United States on September 27th. The film was praised for story-themed animation, score, emotional depth, and voice acting. It was also a commercial success, grossing 333.8 million worldwide. Among it, the film received 9 Annie Awards: Best Animation Feature, Best Animation Feature at the Critics' Choice Award, and Producers, and were nominated for 3 Anime Awards. DreamWorks wrote nominated film at the later ceremony. A sequel is in development. Okay. Um, the rate PG. Okay. It's an hour and 42 minutes. Got 8.2 out of 10 on IMDb. It's 96% from the critic of Rotten Tomatoes. 98% from the audience. Okay. Um, so, this is one of the movies that I saw a lot of people praise the movie, and some people say this is a masterpiece. To be honest, I don't think this movie is a masterpiece. This is one of the movies where I like the movie, but I don't love it. Okay. Um, okay. I had to go back. I went back and see. I looked up all the DreamWorks movies and see if I saw any other DreamWorks movies. And there were some that I was familiar with that I saw, like Captain Underpants. Okay, I'll be really happy if they came out with a live action Captain Underpants movie. That probably like one of the only few live action live adaptations that I would love to be excited for if they did a live adaptation of Captain Underpants movie. Okay, and also the Trek. Okay, um, okay, And I still think the first two Shrek movies are better than the Wild Robot. Okay, uh, that's okay. Um, now I don't watch Shrek all the time, but the way I watch Shrek is like every once in a while. So it's been a while since I watched the Shrek movie. Okay, so I will watch Shrek again, all of them, before Shrek 5 comes out. Okay, and maybe probably a review for y'all. Okay. Um, so now movies about the robot named Ross um, trapped in the forest, the wilderness, and become friends with that goose or geese, we're gonna call it geese, and the geese thinks it's his mother, and then that's his father. They also become friends with the robot Ross, and okay, everybody in the forest thinks that Ross, the robot, is the monster, and I knew what's gonna happen. This is one of the movies that I predicted what's gonna happen. Okay, maybe not like the ending or anything, but most of it I knew was gonna happen. Okay, um, the little geese gonna fall in love with the robot and say that's his mother. The fox, they're gonna be the funny one throughout the movie, and what? That's the funny one. Okay, if you didn't have the fox in the movie, then it would be really emotional movie. Okay, the theme of the movie is about family, love. Okay, um, okay, um, so most of the movie, everybody's afraid of the robot, think it's a monster, and nobody even likes the goose. Okay, um, Blight Bill, I think that's the name. Yeah, Blight Bill, and then they get another bird. They get a big bird, like an owl or something, to teach it to fly, and then so it can go with the pack of geese to like fly away, to hibernate, or fly away in the winter, and then it goes with the people, the geese that it needs to be with, and okay, so I learned how to fly, and I always predicted that, and then toward the end of the movie, they're all gonna warm up and like the robot, okay, and then um, and then the only two thing that I wasn't expecting was that there's a little chip or whatever of other robot kind of like Ross, and they come back and try to get it, and it burned up the forest. So everybody wants to save it, and it's like dead. And there was one thing where Ross laid on dead or something, and um, the D White Bill lay right here, like kind of like on the neck or something of Ross in the ship, and say I love you, and then there's something like sticking out of his head, puts it back in, and then he lay on the neck and say I love you, and then he like wake back up, okay, and then they're like the time jump where he wind up back at the factory where he came from or something, and then White Bill come out of the bushes and see where he is. Okay. There's an end credit thing. Okay. With some of the beavers. Okay. Um, yeah. The story good. Um, the animation is beautiful. I probably need to watch it a couple more times, but I don't think it's a masterpiece like everyone say it is. I say I like Transformers 1 more. Okay. Um, okay. Um, and most of the time when someone said, "Oh, you need to watch it. This is the best," and I watch it, I'm disappointed and don't like it. Okay. And then when something that I like and I find out I get back for something, I'm like, man, this is underrated. Okay. The quite a few movies that I like that I think it's a masterpiece, it's underrated, and it shouldn't get like 60 or 70 or 80. It should be like up in the 90s on Rotten Tomatoes. Okay. Um, but I would say DreamWorks best movie, in my opinion, that I think is the first two Shrek movies. Okay. Um, okay. I don't think this movie needs a sequel, but they're getting one. And the guy that directed that movie, he directed I think like How to Train Your Dragon and Leo and Stitch. And they're doing a live action. They did a live action Leo and Stitch, and then they're doing a live action How to Train Your Dragon. Probably later down the road, they'll probably do a live action uh, um, the Wild Robot. Okay. Uh, Now the interesting thing is, the good question to ask is, what's your favorite robot in the movie? Would it be Wally? Would it be would it Baymax from is it that's his name from the Big Hero 6? Okay. Um, but my favorite robot from movie will always be R2D2 and C3PO. Okay. I think they are the greatest robot ever in movies. Okay. I don't know if you count the Terminator as a robot. If you do, then they will be like my third or fourth favorite robot. Okay. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger as a Terminator. Okay. Um, but I think part of Wally, so the part of Wally that I think I like, so I need to go watch it and see if I like it better than this or if I like it better than Wally. Okay. Um, I never seen the Iron Giant, so I need to go watch Wally and the Iron Giant, and then come back and tell you which one I like better, the Wild Robot, Wally, or the Iron Giant. Okay. But if you think all three of them, which one is better? The Iron Giant, Wally, or the Wild Robot, or even if you want to add in the Big Hero 6. Okay. Um, but with this movie, I need to watch it a couple more times. Um, I like the movie. I don't think it's a masterpiece. The only problem I have with it is uh, it was predictable. I knew that White Bill is going to learn how to fly, fall in love with the robot, Ron. Okay, Frank, the fox, gonna fall in love, become friends with the robot, and then everybody in the forest gonna like the robot, and then yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. Okay, to me it's predictable. Okay, I like some movie where you don't know what's gonna happen. It's like unpredictable. Okay. Um, okay. Um, Now there were a couple of things that made the movie kind of PG, where they kept talking about eating. That was from Faint, the box, and then like the last like 10 minutes of the movie or something, they had like some action thing with the robot that's trying to get Ross, the okay, the wild robot, okay, um, okay, um, now 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 maybe in the future in real life we might have a robot like that that will talk like that and interact with animals and maybe even interact with humans. But but I don't know if they have one right now. Okay. Um. Okay. Um. Like like I said, the only two robots that I care about in the movie is R2D2 and C3PO. Okay. Cause that those are two that I grew up with. Okay. Um. So um um I'm gonna say that I like the movie. I didn't love it. I don't think it's a masterpiece. I would say I like Shrek 1 and 2 better than this movie. Um, okay. I need to watch the movie a couple more times. Um, if I was on Rotten Tomatoes, I would give that like this movie like in the 80s, like 80 to 85%, somewhere in there. Okay. I need to watch it a couple more times. Okay. Um, okay. So that's it. Let me know what your thoughts and opinion on the Wild Robot. And thank you for watching, and till next time.